my dear students, welcome to my English lesson. I am an English teacher of grammar school number 24, Kirgabakova Zh K. I am so glad to see you. I hope you are doing well. Today I want to present you the lesson of the 8th model, Food and Drink. Look at the screen. You will watch video.
Excuse me,
Yes?
would you like some coffee or tea while you're waiting?
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Which would you prefer, coffee or tea?
Coffee, please.
And how would you like your coffee?
2 sugars and some milk.
Okay, I'm sorry, but we don't have any milk. Is Coffee Mate all right?
Coffee Mate is fine.
Okay. It's 1 coffee. I'll be right back.
Can you guess what grammatical material is presented in this video? Yes, you're right. Quantifiers, some, any, countable and uncountable nouns. And the theme of our lesson is, would you like some tea? Today we are going to revise the material from the previous lesson, learn new words related to the topic, learn a growing variety of quantifiers for countable and uncountable nouns, including several, plenty of, a large small number of, a large small amount of. In the topic of the lesson, you have heard the word some. What do you know about the word some? Yes, you are right. We use some with countable nouns. An apple, 2 apples. They have a singular and a plural form. There are some apples. As you see, the sentence is positive, affirmative, and on the right are uncountable nouns. The word bread is an uncountable noun. We cannot count bread, we cannot say a bread or 2 breads. Мы не можем сказать 1 хлеб или 2 хлеба. Мы говорим 1 булка хлеба или 2 булки хлеба. They have only a singular form. И у них они употребляются только в единственном числе. And our next sentence, there is some bread. Есть немного хлеба. This sentence is positive too. Let's remember the rule 1. We use some in positive sentences with countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. And say me please, can we use the word some in questions? Yes, you are right. As you see in the video, we use some in questions, and these questions are because we are offering something to somebody. Would you like some strawberries? Would you like some grapes? With countable nouns. And would you like some tea? Would you like some pasta? With uncountable nouns. Итак, мы используем some в вопросительных предложениях, когда что-то предлагаем кому-то. So, the rule 2, we use some in questions offering something with countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. And what do you know about the word any? When do you use any? Yes, you are right. We can use any with countable nouns in questions. Do you have any oranges? With countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Is there any milk in the fridge? And the rule 1 with the word any. We use any in questions with countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. There aren't any apples in the basket. There isn't any soup in the plate. These sentences are negative. So, rule 2. We use any in the negative with countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. Now, let's summarize what we know about quantifiers with countable nouns. Yes, you are right. we know the question how many, сколько, how many strawberries are there, сколько там клубники. Для того, чтобы ответить, что у нас слишком много клубники там, мы используем выражение too many, слишком много. There are too many strawberries there, там слишком много клубники. And now we want to describe a large quantity using a positive sentences, and we use a lot of, lots of. There are a lot of, lots of strawberries in the bowl. В чашке много клубники. А когда мы хотим сказать несколько, немного, мы используем some, a few. There are some, a few strawberries in the bowl. В чашке есть несколько или немного клубники. А если у нас мало чего-то, мы используем not many, very few. There are not many, very few strawberries in the bowl. В чашке нет много, то есть очень мало клубники. А если у нас ничего нет, мы используем слова not any, none, no. There aren't any strawberries in the bowl. There are none. There are no strawberries in the bowl. And what about uncountable nouns? The question will be how much honey is there in the jar? Сколько меда есть в кувшине? А если мы хотим сказать, что слишком много с нечисленным, мы употребляем выражение too much. There is too much honey in the jar. В кувшине слишком много меда. А если мы хотим сказать, что много чего-то, мы используем a lot of, lots of. There is a lot of, lots of honey in the jar. В кувшине много меда. И как вы уже заметили, и с исчисляемыми, и с неисчисляемыми в утвердительных предложениях употребляется a lot of, lots of. А если мы хотим сказать, что мало чего-то или несколько чего-то, сколько-нибудь, мы используем some, a little. There is some, a little honey in the jar. В кувшине есть немного меда. А когда мало, очень мало, мы используем выражение not much, very little. There is not much, very little honey in the jar. А если у нас ничего нет, мы используем выражение isn't, not any, none, no. There isn't any honey in the jar. There is none. There is no honey in the jar. And now, children, let's consolidate our revised material. Our first task will be choose which of the words in bold do we use in affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and in questions. I'll give you some minutes to do this task. Yes, you're right. Some in affirmative, a lot of, lots of in affirmative, and in affirmative, many in negative, how much in questions, much in negative, a few in affirmative, no in affirmative, one in affirmative, how many in questions, a little affirmative, any in negative, and any in questions. Yes, you're a fine fellow. And our next task will be choose the correct words. Look at the first sentence. The first sentence is a question, and we choose any. I'll give you some minutes. Line your chosen word. Yes, you are right. Let's check up. Don't eat too much chocolate. Are there any nuts? Yes, a few. There is a lot of rice. There is only a little milk left. How much sugar do you want in your tea? Is there much butter in the cake? There is no milk. We've got a lot of lemons. Can I have a few biscuits? Let's check up. Yes, you're a fine fellow. What quantifiers have you reviewed and consolidated today? Yes, you're right. Quantifiers too many, too much, a lot of, lots of, some, any, not many, not much, a few, and a little. And now, today we will learn another quantifiers. А сейчас мы еще познакомимся с новыми усилителями. Plenty of. Оно употребляется с исчисляемыми существительными и с неисчисляемыми существительными. A large small number of. Это выражение употребляется только с исчисляемыми существительными. A large small amount of употребляется только с неисчисляемыми существительными. Several – несколько употребляется только с исчисляемыми существительными. Yes, you're right. We use plenty of with countable and uncountable nouns. We use several only with countable nouns to express a small number of something. We use a large small amount of with uncountable nouns, and we use a large small number of with countable nouns. Let's train. Let's do the next task. Fill in plenty, several, amount, number. And now let's check it together. The first, several. The second, number. The third, plenty. And the last, amount. Let's check. Yes, you're fine, fellow. At last, check your progress. Try to say or write, what do you think about the lesson? What I think about the lesson? I was surprised at, I was interested in, I was excited about, I'd like to learn more about. That's all for today. See you next lesson. I hope you have understood well all the material you have learned. Goodbye, see you soon.